So I'm recording this because I'm at the University of Michigan hospital emergency room, and I've consistently now, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 times tried to um, sign up for a new account for my VPN so that I could use the internet service here um, in privacy. And clearly, there are people in the back of the emergency room that are preventing that, hacking that attempt. So I'll show you what I mean. But I guess I'd also like to add that, I mentioned to the doctor that saw me that I believe that I may have come in contact with some gas because, well, you will have seen that video before I posted this one. Um, because every time I leave the shelter that I eat at and shower at, um, even though I go to bed at like 10 at night, I sleep excessively until noon, and I'm still tired until I take my medication. And so then I have there are like people here in the background who work here who are like constantly um, speaking reference to sleeping, and as you can hear someone snoring in the background, and it doesn't appear to be a client, I don't know, or patient, I don't know, but it's like some gag. And now I just see two Ann Arbor police officers leaving um, the back of the emergency room. So I guess they want to take the blame, but um, you know, um, it's nuts, just nuts. Every time I come to this hospital, there's some bullshit, and they're like totally in support of the Ann Arbor Police Department, even though officers from the Ann Arbor Police Department may be harming me with um, radio frequency devices such as two-way um, radios and or um, speed radars. Um, considering that I've been poisoned with mercury and cadmium and lead and what's the other one? Um, another one. I'm just upset. So, um, and I'm not shy to post this and make this kind of complaint, this claim against these people. Obviously, they're mad because they've allowed local law enforcement, such as Ann Arbor Police Department, or have participated with local law enforcement in hacking my device and hacking my access and use to the publicly available internet here. Posts that I've made in the past, and so now clearly it affects the quality of care that I'm getting here. And here I am. I've been put in. I mean, I didn't have much of a wait. The waiting room was relatively empty, but yet I've been put in some kind of bed in a hallway here. For some reason. And I must say, so this is the hallway. I don't want to record anyone, but I'm not in the room. And when I was sitting out in the lobby of the emergency room, the University of Michigan Hospital security window faces the lobby, and so I experienced an increasing irritation in my scrotum area, in my inner leg thigh area, and so I was possibly moved back here in haste so that I wouldn't endure excessive radio frequency exposure. But the thing is, if they're hacking my device while I'm in the back of the emergency room here, using the internet, then that means that they're using radio frequency radiation to do it, which is exposing me while I'm here in the hospital receiving treatment. So I would not make this claim if it wasn't true or if I didn't believe it to be true. I'll give you an example of the trouble that I'm having with trying to enact my VPN service. And then once again, I've been seen by a doctor here, and I've made them aware that I'm concerned that I've been exposed to a bacteria that is antibiotic resistant, that I have blisters and or burns on my feet after they've been exposed to a chemical foot powder, and that I have intermittent hemorrhaging of gums that bleed. He has, I think his name is Dr. Tuner. He has, which is kind of cliche because police officers use tuners to tune their speed radars, which emit radio frequency radiation. So anyway, he's basically putting it back off on my internist, family physician. Hi.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation.
Sure.
I got you a water.
Okay.
Because they are going to want to get a urine sample from you.
Really? Because he just told me that, that my feet have to be addressed by a dentist, and I'm sorry, my teeth have to be addressed by a dentist. My feet have to be addressed by my family physician, and he didn't believe that I had an infection. So.
He said he wanted to check your urine.
Okay then.
Is it okay?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to give you this.
I just had a misunderstanding about it all, apparently. So.
Whenever you feel like you actually can go,
Sure.
I have this for you.
Thank you.
You can put it in the bag.
Thank you.
And if you bring it here, I'll put it up into the lab for you.
Thank you.
And if you want to put these on, just because I know you said your feet were wet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Apologize. It's 2:20 in the morning. I'm very tired and frustrated, obviously. So I got some things backwards there, but they were corrected. Where's my... So I've had this VPN service set up before, and I didn't have this problem that you're going to see. This is what I had it under before, Voren Berganzi 5, but I must have been hacked out of it because the password that I remember doesn't work. And so I tried to retrieve the password, and I kept experiencing the same problem that I experienced in trying to open up a new account, which is it'll send a verification code to my Gmail account. I'll log out of the browser, get the verification code through my Gmail app, and then go back to the browser, and then it will have reloaded this whole page all over again, and I'd have to go through this whole process of setting up a new account, and it's just a repetitive pattern, so that I can never use the code, the confirmation code to establish an account. So it's like a loop hack. And the only reason why I recognize it is because I've established this account before without that problem. So another thing that was happening is, I put in what I want the password to be at the top there, and then I put in the same typing under confirm password, and then it'll show red that I wasn't putting in um, the exact same password for confirmation as I did under choose a password. And so I do that 2 or 3 times, and then I realize, oh, okay, that must be a hack. And then I'll just go ahead and um, uh, choose to receive it, the confirmation via email, and then it'll go through. So obviously, um, I would have, in fact, put the correct confirmation password in, but um, um, it was telling me otherwise. This is the kind of tricks and games hackers can play with your device. And so now this is funny. Um, so now this is requiring that I have the confirmation code sent via SIMS. And I don't have phone service, so the hackers know that. So now I don't seem to have an option. Um, it's not showing me an option um, to receive the confirmation code to open this account via my email address, which it did earlier and which it has always. Um, but now all of a sudden it's not doing that. So another way they hack stuff. Yeah, I don't even see. It's nuts. Uh, huh. Where? Huh. Okay. So I'll show you what I mean. So see clearly here. Um, this is the name of the. Oh, of course, it's built by the Swiss in Switzerland, so it probably works, and they don't want me to get to it. So create an account. All right. Alrighty. Huh. It's nuts. Okay. So I'll show you. Mm, See, Proton Mail 2. So this was at 1:05 a.m. tonight, and it sent me these codes. Uh, you can see that I tried it. Um, Well, these are two times that it went through anyway. Um, and so now watch what happens when I go back to the page. Look, it starts all over again. So even if it would have gone through and sent me the confirmation code via my email or Gmail, um, I have to log back into this browser to this page, and it would have all been restarted all over again. So, so